Good morning. We're live.
Hey, Adam, is it just you and me? Anybody else
It
joining
appears
us?
to be you and me right now.
Okay. Hey, I'm okay with it. How was your Thanksgiving?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I've still in transition in my room and my building. So
You're in transition in your building? Are you going into a new building?
new part of my room, my house.
Oh,
So like that's the reason I had you.
are you graduating to a newer room?
Oh no, I mean just at this very moment, I was like moving from one place to another. And I thought, see, I'm back in the garage and it's cooled out here.
Oh, okay.
I thought I had a jacket. Oh, here it is. Hold on. But sometimes I mess up my systems because something else happens. So, see, and I got a nice western look. I liked your view of the mountains.
The mountains, yeah. I mean, that was kind of, I'm playing around with some images and whatnot, just for,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
Well, good morning, Annie. It's good to see you.
Well, good to see you. I pinged Lisa at 1 Million Cups. She said she was going to research the rooms, switching rooms. I told her what we did. I told her kind of what we tested. And, I said,
oh, yeah, about that. So
I told her that you were the host and I was the guest. I said, it doesn't work. I said, I tried it at 1 Million Cups.
It does work.
Right, and you and I tried it, and we tested it.
Well, we'll get into it in a moment. I'll show you how. I figured out what was going on.
Okay, did you figure it out? Okay, I'm glad.
Because
I couldn't do it with, I couldn't do it by myself. I needed somebody to test it with. It needed two people.
Yeah, just pins.
So what do we need to do? She said she was going to research it and test it out. That's all I got out of her.
Well, I'm going to start with our normal stuff. We know we're live on YouTube. The big thing is you open the challenges, attend at a whim, and connect the topic to stories of your business. Okay, and I use this Google slides at this moment just as to keep some sort of focus as we're going. It's a low maintenance thing for me, so I don't think it's high quality, but it gets the job done. So how this may flow. Oh, okay. Okay, so you already know that stuff. When do I make time to make sense of my week? That's a challenge question. Actually, the challenge question I left on there was about trust. So it was from like
from last week.
Yeah, so I was like, oh well. So someone actually answered it. There's like 6 other people that could be possibly showing up today. We'll see.
We've been having a tough time. Day after Thanksgiving, everybody's so
oh yeah. I mean,
full,
I'm glad you showed up. I didn't expect anybody. So welcome to Adam's Friday Flow, Annie. So there we're gonna be talking about digester days. Oops. Digester days, which I thought was kind of a neat thing to say, especially because right after Thanksgiving. So we're digesting food anyway.
Trying to say that 10 times over and over.
Digester days, yeah. So the main reason is because we want to capitalize on our time, and so it's like digesting our thoughts. And I'm realizing that I didn't put that in one of these 3 points, which would have been a good thing to write down. But hey, this is low maintenance for me, so I'm not too worried about that. So we want to capitalize on our time, and how we can do that is by looking forward, by looking backward. And that's kind of something we get a little more into because if you spend too much time looking backward, then you don't move forward. That's one of the problems I had with authenticity, the concept, the figment of authenticity, in my opinion.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Anyway, so we'll amp our plans is what we're going to do with reflecting, making some time to reflect. So first we're going to introduce ourselves. Well, you're going to introduce yourself. Hi, Eve.
Hi, Eve.
And you're going to...
I'm going to block it out. I just got out of the shower, so...
You should be all buffed up, Eve.
You can pass your, you can paste your stuff in there, and your company's name is, you tell a brief story about yourself and your ideal client. That is what we'll do here. So I'm Adam Sparks Brechtel. I'm gonna type in, oh, look at that. I even have my own website, quick access, except that it's taking time to access it. Okay. So this is, my company is about making people have time and places that they're able to be more creative and do the things they want to do, as opposed, and this could be either they're working on something that they're really struggling with, like that they're having a hard time with their space or their time, or it could be something where they can see that they can make a leap to another step. They can get better at one of those things, and they'd like someone to kind of walk on that journey with them, either physically or virtually. I'm doing a lot of like virtual coaching now. Well, by a lot, I mean more than I was before. So that's kind of exciting for me. Talking people through their business and how they're working on it. This is weird. When does Sparks Flow? Maybe it needs www. Sparks Flow. The set can't be reached right now. That's disappointing.
What's going on?
It's saying that my site can't be reached.
Oh,
Took too long to respond. Well, there you go. This is weird. Meetup had that same problem last week, except they had an error. They're just totally down on
Wow.
day before Thanksgiving, and I think during Thanksgiving. And I
maybe
wonder
people were looking for places to go.
yeah.
No,
wonder
I
how
don't
it-
know, but Meetup has lots of issues to me. The software, always. So,
Right.
They have had some problems.
yeah. Now, right now, I can't type into chat. Let me try and reopen it. How weird. Oh, there's Core Community Housing. That's you,
Yeah.
right,
That's
Annie?
me.
Okay.
I was able to, so I don't know. I was able to get in there and rock
Well,
and roll.
Adam, maybe it's because you're hosting this. Are you on
Right.
YouTube also?
Yep.
What I
Yep,
think is you
I'm
have
live
too
on
much
YouTube.
going. You have too much going on your processor. It won't do it all.
All right, Eve, you're up. Not Eve,
Well-
Annie.
Make it Annie.
So what am I up for? Right? About my
Yeah, that's what
about
we
my
always
company?
do. We introduce ourselves.
Oh, well, I'm Annie, right? CEO and founder of Core Community Housing, sustainable community development and real estate. Also project manager and scrum master, advisor, consultant, right? And also in real estate investing, corporate housing, and single family. So, and group syndication. So that's kind
Groups?
of my bio.
Groups indication.
Group syndication. I do group investing in multifamily. I am in a group investment.
What's the indication part?
The syndication it's a group investing, right?
Oh,
I mean,
syndication.
yeah,
Okay.
that's called group syndication.
All
Group
right. I
investing.
heard groups indication.
Syndication.
Okay. That's cool. All right.
So I have an investment out of Florida with a group of people.
Yeah. So Eve, you said, and are they the one that's doing this core community housing thing too?
No. It's a separate, I'm in real estate investing, basically in different arms of real estate investing. One of it is single family, one of it is corporate housing, and another is group investing.
What's a corporate housing is like if someone works for a business, it's where they live.
No, it's where I rent a room in my house for corporate travelers.
Oh, you told me it's about that last. Okay, great. Cool.
Right, so
Right,
that's
you-
corporate housing. I
Ah.
rent the corporate travelers.
Yeah.
So that's also real estate investing in a different way. So I have a portfolio of different kinds of real estate investing,
Yeah, it sounds cool. It's inspiring.
right?
Eve,
So I figure out ways to make money out of real estate investing in different ways.
Well,
I'm very creative when it comes to real estate investing. What can I say?
I like it.
Whatever it takes to make money. That's how I look at it. I figured out ways to make it work for me. That's all I know.
That's good. I'm impressed.
Some people do traditional. I do very untraditional ways of making money.
Well, the world is getting untraditional in a lot of things,
Right? Whatever works, right? And if it
especially in
works for
making
me,
money. Yeah.
it works for me. It works for me. I would talk to my sister. She goes, "Hey, sis, I like the way you make money. You figured out ways to make money. Well, whatever works, you know."
Yeah. That's funny. Eve, did you want to introduce yourself?
All right, let's see if we can get it to do it. Now I'm on my fast computer, so you really should be able to see me. So, I did have a little business and I closed it. So I'm writing a little book. It's actually turned into a monster book on what type 2 diabetes really is and why everybody's getting it. And it's tending to be a little bit depressing because part of it is from pollution. So if you were exposed to certain pollutants, you've probably lost part of your ability to manage your own blood sugar. Your metabolism has been altered permanently.
Mm.
So now for something more upbeat, right, Adam?
So the deal is yes, you want to talk about the challenges because that's why we do stuff. But
Right.
It's really potent if you can be optimistic about it, right? So
I am optimistic, and I need to get it done before it gets worse.
And it's kind of one of my inspiring stories I've heard recently is about Shackleton. Yeah, the guy that took 14 random folks up to the North Pole. And when they were coming back, okay, so I'll tell this story because I've introduced it. So
you better tell the story. I haven't heard of it.
So Annie, have you heard of this one?
What's
Shackleton?
that?
Have you heard Shackleton's story?
No, I've not.
Okay, so Shackleton was the name of an adventurer, basically, who, and I think he was the first one to make it to the North Pole, or at least try to. I'm actually, I don't know so much about the specifics of the end part of his story. I've heard them before, but the part that I'm interested in is their survival. So he first of all, he published an advertisement saying, hey, who would like to come with me on this big journey? And I'll tell you what, you're most likely, you could possibly die. You may not get any fame or recognition unless we make it back. And you're going to have a lot of troubles when you go while we're going, and all this negative stuff. And it says, come and sign up. And so he got he created a team of 14 out of that. They jump on this boat and they head up, and they get stuck in the ice, up towards the North Pole.
Oh my God.
And so they had to wait 10 months for it to thaw out in order for them to come back. Towards apparently the end of the 10th month, the ice crushes their boat.
Oh.
So then they got 3 of the dinghies from the boat, the safety dinghies, and that's how they then decided to kind of head back down. They got down to a place called Elephant Island, which was barren, and realized that no one was going to find them there. So once they got there, he asked for 5 volunteers to jump back in one of the dinghies and head across the Atlantic Ocean down to basically Canada. One of the worst oceans to travel during the worst season to travel, and he's in a 20-foot boat. And while he's taking off, the people that are on the island, Elephant Island, are already starting to cry because the other people have left. So he heads down, and his second mate basically gets them to working right away once the others leave, and because he kind of has good understanding of how this stuff works, they they're like, they work well together, Shackleton and his second mate. But Shackleton heads on down there, and he was supposed to get on this isthmus in order to find people and come back, but they landed on the wrong side of the isthmus. So they had to hike 25 miles over mountains to get to the city. And when they showed up, they'd been, barely eating. They hadn't shaven or anything else. So they looked like these emaciated, Yetis coming across this, thing. And what Shackleton does once he gets there is almost immediately jumps on another boat to head back up with people to go get his people. And
Which is
all of
good.
this, they didn't lose a person.
Wow.
All 14 survived. As compared to some people compare it to like government expeditions up there where people die and all kinds of
Right.
bad things happen. Like he went
Right.
through all these troubles and it didn't work out for him. I don't know that he actually made it there. I don't know if he made it to North Pole or not. Maybe it got frozen before they got back to it. But the thing is that the reason they did this was not because of positive thinking, but because they were optimistic. They recognized there was challenges.
Right.
But every time that they would start to despair or talk about bad things, it was very strictly forbidden. They had to be, they needed to face the challenges, but they needed to face it in a way that oh, how do we make it through this? Or what do we do to get through this? What do we do right now? What actions can I make to make this happen? And so it's really nifty because they're optimistic, like they're strict, they're militant, you almost could say militant optimism was what made them make it through and continue to make it. And it's different than positive thinking, where positive thinking basically denies that there's problems and you're just like, oh, well, things are gonna be okay. Or, this is gonna be all right.
It's
And
all
so
good. I'll do it for you. It's all good. You gotta say it in a hippie voice. It's all
kind
good.
of, something like that. Sometimes not so hippie either. So there's other ranges of the prosperity gospel or
Yes, the prosperity gospel.
whatever it is. There's a movement out there, and that's when I think my understanding is they also have kind of positive thinking. Like if you think that you're going to get wealthy, you'll get wealthy, and that kind of stuff. And it's like, well, not exactly. Anyway,
Well, that's
No.
what I needed to hear this morning.
good. I'm glad.
I had an awesome day yesterday by myself. I went to the Bosque del Apache Bird Refuge. I was supposed to go to Thanksgiving with Sherry, but she's sick, and so she canceled. And I thought, it's a beautiful day. And I'm certainly glad I went because it's not a beautiful day today.
Right.
It's a windy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're supposed to get some, what do we call it, like a snow front coming in, supposedly,
Really.
this
Glad we fixed
weekend.
Wow. Glad we
That
fixed
would
our
be
car
good.
earlier.
Yeah,
this
that will be good. I mean, I have dead leaves. They're still hanging on the trees. If they would just fall off, I could bag them up like usual, but they're all still up on the tree. Oh, they're coming down today. Maybe they'll blow next door. He has a what is it? A snow or a leaf blower and all that. So yeah. Oh, here we go. Do you want my ideal client? I want the entire planet to buy my book.
That's a big client.
What I guess what I think is the more I got into it, and I've been doing it for 4 years, looking at it, the more I realized that what's happened is the society we live in, it's forced us into metabolic dysfunction. So, and I think you guys are having what's his name on that he's doing the keto diet. He's not a doctor, but he's a doctor.
Oh,
Ethan.
Right.
Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan.
No, Sean Navin.
Sean Navin. I don't know why I have a mental block on his name, but I apologize if he logs on here and hears.
I've mental blocks on names all the time. So
I get his name crossed over. He becomes somebody different.
So at the end of this, just as a heads up, Eve, we're going to have you do an action ask. Right now, we're doing open discussion and stuff about this topic. So digester days. And then also Annie wanted to test out breakout rooms, and I wanted to show her something about that.
Oh, so we can try to do it. Yeah. So she
Right.
can learn to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, that is cool. I mean, yeah, we see that. I missed 1 million cups. I had something I had to do, and so
Right, the breakout rooms are kind of, it's still a work in progress because it's a new feature of Zoom.
okay. And
So-
now I'm gonna shrink you guys because I have a problem too with my computer. So I'll be back in a second. You're still on here. It's just I have a mess.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, go ahead, Eve, not a problem.
You know what it is all the downloads I did won't go away. They're like hanging in front of the screen.
Are you updating your computer? Are you going to another?
No. And this is my good computer. Let me try hitting the red button. Okay. They keep coming across the screen. You know how he's got trouble. Can you find your website, Adam?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
actually, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, and you're on YouTube also besides Zoom?
Yep.
You may have overrode you may not be able to load it all.
Maybe.
Like I can close preview. Let's get rid of that.
Okay, I'm gonna put each of you in a room.
Quit. Okay. Quit.
And I am going to, I guess I don't have to sign myself anywhere. So I'm gonna put you guys in a room, and so you can move to the room, and then
Switch out?
yeah, the way I've got it set up. So I'm gonna open the rooms. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so
And-
go ahead. It says temporarily immobilized.
Yeah, head on in there.
Oh, okay, let's try and see what it does.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to that room. I don't know if that. Oh, hi Annie.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back in the main session.
Me
Yeah.
too. Okay.
That's.
Did you see how that worked?
Yeah, but I can't get to another room. Can I get to another room?
Let me see what it
I can
does.
only get to the main session.
Oh.
That's
Did
it.
you,
This also was happening at 1 million cups. I can
Oh.
leave the current room, but I can't get to another room. Lisa said that we should be able to go to another room, but that's not true.
Or it doesn't work for anybody but the host, right? Yeah, like I
Right.
can't get in. I can see 2 other rooms, but I can't move to them.
I can't move to them. That's the point that I was trying to tell Lisa. Lisa, she needed to do something as the host. She needed to give us, remember, Adam, last time, because you were the host, you were the only one that could switch rooms.
well,
We
did it-
couldn't. We could only get to the room that you gave us, assigned us, and then get to the main room. We can't switch rooms, which meant, what that meant to me was you would have had to give us a host, an equivalent of host privilege in order for us to switch rooms.
I think that's true, Annie, because at the first time Adam trained me on this, we messed with it. So can you make her the host temporarily, Adam, or will it work?
Well, in other words, I think Lisa would have had either give us an equivalent of host privilege to switch rooms or have some
Right.
kind of setting that gives us the ability to switch rooms. And I don't think Lisa did that.
Well, I don't think they have the ability. You know, Zoom keeps upgrading because people want various functions.
Okay, I'm sending you to a different room.
Okay.
And so check that out real quick.
Right? The message that we got, Adam, says the host is inviting you to join breakout room and more. Right? So if I say
That's the one you're
join,
going to. And
I
then
didn't get an invite. I should feel offended.
it's working.
so let me see. I'll join this and see what happens. Let's see what happens. That's all we can do.
Bye-bye. I didn't get invited. She disappeared, right, Adam?
I put you in its working room. So go to your breakout rooms.
Let me click on it and see what it does. No, it doesn't. I can click on it, nothing happens.
Now I'm just back to the main session. So all I did was go back to main. Adam, where are you? I lost Adam.
It's gone. He's in, it's working.
Adam, are you there? Eve, you're the only one I see. Where's Adam?
You can see me?
I can
I
see
can
you, but I
see you,
can't
but
see Adam.
Adam's gone and we only have 2 participants.
Right. Oh, Adam, where are you? Are you there yet?
And you know what? I think, adding YouTube onto it, because it shows live on YouTube.
Yeah, it does.
You stream on YouTube. Let's see what it does. If I lose you, you'll know I messed around. Copy streaming link. What?
Hang on. Let me see. Yeah, see, I lost Adam.
I don't have Adam either.
I don't have Adam even on chat.
I can
lost
see him and he's in, it's working.
Where do you see him as it's working? Because I don't see him at all.
Can you click the breakout room function? Can you see it on the bottom? Oh, it made me the host now. Close
So-
all rooms.
Let me see. Yeah, see, I lost Adam.
I don't have Adam either.
I don't have Adam even on chat.
I
Oh,
can
there he
see
is.
him and he's in, it's
I was able, you know what? I was able to join. It's working. And there we go. Oh, Adam, what did you
Okay.
do? Working because I don't see him at all.
Can you click the breakout room function? Can you see it on the bottom? So YouTube is delayed because I'm on YouTube now. Let me get rid of it. Oh, it made me the host now.
That explains that.
Close all
Okay, so
rooms.
is it working now for you, Annie?
Well, it worked, but when I switched to its working breakout room, I lost the other rooms. Able to join, it's working.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
That's weird.
when I went there too, I didn't have those options either. Yeah. So I will show you a little video.
So YouTube is delayed because I'm on YouTube now. Let me get rid of it.
I lost the breakout room at the bottom.
So is it working now for you, Annie?
Well, it worked, but when I switched to its working breakout room, I lost the
Actually,
other
let me
room.
get this set up. I'll grab a video.
Yeah. That's weird.
When I went there too, I didn't have those options either. Yeah. So I will show you a little video.
YouTube is delayed because I'm on YouTube now. Let me get rid of it.
I lost the breakout room at the bottom.
So is it working now for you, Annie? Yeah. All right, Eve, you gotta turn that off.
I can't.
I lost the Yeah.
I'm gonna get it
I'll
up
grab a.
here.
Can you turn off the recording on YouTube, Adam? Maybe that's what we need to do because we're getting echoes.
Well, yeah, but the echoes are from Eve. So I think she turned everything off so that to solve that problem. Okay, so
We need to do some testing on this one.
yeah, that
'cause
was what the
things are-
echoes.
We don't know what we're doing. We're just testing and
I'm going to show you the video that I sent.
I'm
But
glad
I've
there's
gotta
only
find
3
it
of
real
us. We
quick.
could do some testing on this one. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I did this, was to have the have all this. Okay, I'm gonna share.
Erase. Whew, that would have been an embarrassing way to start a video.
Let's see
Okay,
now.
so what did I want to say? Oh yeah, this is dude.
Now, while
He's-
this feature
he's
is
coming
nice,
back.
it previously had a problem where participants could only be assigned to rooms either manually or randomly by the host. There was no way for participants to select or move between rooms themselves. A new update in Zoom version 5.3 allows them to do this, so in this video, I'll show you how. Now, as the host, you will create the breakout rooms by selecting the Breakout Rooms button in the bottom toolbar.
I did that.
Once you've updated to Zoom 5.3, in addition to the Assign Automatically and Assign Manually
Mhm.
radio buttons, rooms, you will have a third one for let participants choose rooms.
I did that.
So I'm going to select that and say, I want to create 2 breakout rooms, then click create.
Oh,
That will bring up my list of 2 rooms, which are just named room 1 and room 2 by default, but you'll notice that you
so that part there where he told me on there how many rooms, I only put, I didn't put a number of rooms. I just clicked next. And I wonder if that made an effect, because then I created the rooms in this page. That might be one possibility.
So you have to create the rooms, right? Room 1, room 2, room 3,
Right.
and then you have to automatically assign us.
No, you don't have to. No, he'll explain that part. Here, I'll say.
you can rename these. For example, one Yusuf heard suggested for breakout rooms and office hours is to create rooms for different problems that students might have questions about. For example, some students might have questions about problem 3, and some students have questions about problem 8 on the homework. So you can rename these rooms correspondingly so students know which breakout room to join. Now, you'll notice that even though I've selected the option to let students choose the rooms manually, I can still assign people to rooms as the host. For example, I can click assign here, and I'm going to assign Cookie Monster to the room for problem 3. I can also go down to options, and if at any time I would like to disable the option to allow participants to choose rooms, I can uncheck that box here.
See, I didn't have the
You'll also
options
see
either.
the options that
It's interesting because I didn't have options because I was looking. I only had those other things that he had, which is add a room and then reset. So I wonder if I did it wrong and this to start. Okay, let's try this again then. Chat. Catch you later. Gotta go. Okay, she's out of there. So let me see here now. So if I go to my more and I go to breakout rooms and I've got it here in front of me and I already have these created. Oh, there's a settings options, allow participants to choose room, allow participants to return to the main session at any time. Those are both checked. Automatically move all assigned participants into breakout rooms. I didn't have that checked. Auto close breakout rooms after, I don't have that. Countdown
So
after closing breakout room.
So you can
Okay.
allow participants to change rooms. It does have that option.
Yeah, that's what it's saying here. So we still should have the rooms ability. So do you have the breakout room button? You see it?
No, I don't see it right now. Now I don't see it unless if you
I have it
create room 1, room 2, and then I should be able to see breakout rooms. If you
Click on the epsilon. Click on the epsilon, those 3 dots,
I don't see an epsilon.
and it might say breakout room. That's where mine is right now.
I don't see the breakout rooms. I don't have breakout rooms button right now. I don't have that right now because there must not be unless, right? So that's,
So I have you assigned, still have you assigned to this one room, and more. So it seems that you should be able to find it, but you're saying you're not finding it.
I'm not seeing the rooms. I'm not seeing the
So I
breakout rooms.
just made the big screen. Huh. Wonder if there's a way I could see your screen, your Zoom screen. Let's see here now. Screen share. Can I show you my screen?
I can
show you the
share my
desktop.
screen because I don't have it here right now.
Okay. But then it closes all this stuff up on me. Can you see my Zoom thingamabobs up here? Like where my cursor is?
Yes, I can see your cursor.
But you don't see the menu bar that I'm hovering over. You don't see the Zoom menu bar.
I'm seeing the ellipse. I mean, I'm seeing the sky. You're hovering on the sky,
Yeah, okay.
right?
So that means that in my view, I was hovering over the Zoom menu bar. but you couldn't see that. So
I
I'm
couldn't
trying
see.
to, there's a
Right.
way to set it up so you can. But I don't know if that's multiple participants, advanced sharing options. I think that's what I want. How many participants can share? No, there was a setting somewhere that made it share computer sound, optimize screen share for video clip. There was a way that I could set it up on the settings beforehand that made it so I could show you my Zoom stuff, like what buttons I'm pushing on Zoom. Content from second camera, portion of screen, music or computer sound only. Slides as virtual background. Oh, look at that. Huh. So there's that thing. Download smart virtual background package. Wow, I'll download that. That's exciting. But that's not what I'm trying to do. Download smart visuals package. Download. Oh, it won't let me do it. Oh well, didn't want to do that anyway right now. Microsoft Office, Open Drive, Google Drive. Oh, that's interesting. So I can open up from another spot. There's all kinds of neat things I'm learning about here, but what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a way so you can see what I'm doing on Zoom. It's not letting me do that. Okay, so I'll start over then, creating the room. So I click on my breakout room button, and before you go, well here, I'm gonna move you before I make a new one to temporarily immobilized. Okay, did you get anything pop up about that?
No, I didn't get anything pop up on the bottom of the screen. I still have the same menu with the same.
Okay, I'm gonna recreate rooms then, and I'm gonna make 3 rooms. Well, I'll just do 2 rooms. I guess that's proof for the pudding. Assign manually, let participants choose rooms. Okay, I'm recreating them. So there's room 1 and room 2. Do you have anything new on your
As soon as you
screen?
create the rooms, I should be able to, the menu should change on the bottom. But so far,
I guess I'm a little wrong. So actually, I created the rooms, but now I haven't opened the rooms yet. So
oh, right,
now I'm going to open all rooms.
right. So once you make them available,
Now what do you
there
got?
we go. Now I have it. So if I click on breakout rooms, now I
And,
see the room.
let's see. Yeah.
Right. So let me see if I
Okay,
can
and
join.
I see you as unassigned right now.
So let me see if I can
Okay.
join as a participant. Will it allow me to join? Let's try that. So let me see if I can join. I'm going to click
I'm
on
just
room
watching.
1. So yes, it says it allowed me to join. So let me see if I can join room 2.
Okay, I'm guessing that you're going away to the room. Might be that I've got an unstable thing going on here, but I'll watch her. She's gone to room 1 on my screen. So I can see she's doing that. Oh, I know why she didn't have the epsilon, because I closed the rooms earlier.
Hang on. Now
I still could see it because I still had them out
the
there.
main room, Adam. So let me see if I can go to room 2 without your help.
Yeah,
So let me see that.
yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching and telling the YouTube viewers all about it. It's all exciting. So, all
Now,
right, so
now
I clicked on close all rooms. So I think she just left to the other room. I don't know. I see a pause screen of her face. Okay, now she's gone. And I see her in room 2. Yeah. And as for me, if I want to join, I hover over, there's a number on there that allows me to do it.
whatever we did, Adam, that works.
Yeah. All right. So here's kind of the things that something I might have done wrong, and then I can explain a couple other things that happened along the way. But one of the things I might have done wrong is I might not have created the number of rooms before, and it might have been that I assigned you to a room, right? So if I assign you to a room, unless you're a host or a co-host, you might keep you in another room. So let me assign you to a room. So if I move you to room 1, okay, now you're in room 1.
Okay, so
Let's see if you open it up, can you go to room 2?
so, all right, let me join because you assigned me. This time you specifically assigned me to a room.
Yeah.
So let me join in there and then let me see if I can get out and if I can go to room 2.
Excellent.
Knowing full well that you assigned me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's try that.
Cool. Thanks for doing this. Of course, you're gone now. All I see is a frozen screen of your face. Okay. Well, so she's in room 1. I don't see her moving anywhere yet, and she's back with us. I'm guessing that was a fail.
So let me see if I can go to room 2.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
So let me.
And you shouldn't have to go. Did you try to go to room 2 already?
Not yet, but let me try it now.
Okay. Oh, you left room 1. And now you're in room 2. Oh, okay. So I guess that's worked. I don't know why the other one didn't. So the possibility is that I started.
Okay, so I guess the key thing here is all the rooms have to be created.
At once.
Whether you assign me or not,
Yeah.
all the rooms have to be created. And I
Before-
could switch around.
Yeah. And do you know you can jump from room 1 to 2 without coming back here, right?
Yeah, I
did-
didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Yeah, you can do that. So if you go to room 2 right now, you can jump to room 1 from room 2.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Right.
Yeah. So it's just
Okay.
it's the same as what you're seeing right now.
Right.
Just you're in one of the rooms when you do it.
Right.
So yeah.
But at least all the rooms have to be created first, and then whether you assign me or not.
Do you have on your screen? Do you have the word on your breakout room screen options? Do you have join or do you have a number? And you.
I
hover
have
over-
join. I have
Okay.
join on the right hand side of the
Yeah.
breakout rooms. That's
As,
where I click join, and then
as the-
it'll tell me on the right hand side
Mhm.
yes or no. Right? Do you want to
Yeah.
join room 1, room 2? It'll prompt me at that point.
As the facilitator, I have numbers that are blue. So right now, room 2 has 1 possible member, which is you,
Right.
of course.
Right.
But then if I hover over it, it turns to the word join.
I see. Right on
That-
on my side it says join. That's what it says. It's
Yeah.
on blue.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Okay, so that's good.
Right.
All right, and so here's another thing. If I close all the rooms, now you don't have the breakout room option, do you?
Right. I don't. When you
This is
close
what
it
I
all
was
out.
having before. I still have the breakout room option because I'm the host. And
You're
that's
the
why
host.
there's a little confusion there.
So you
So-
have full control of it.
So if I open all rooms again, you should have options again.
Yeah, but if you open it up, the only thing I see is where I'm at, where I'm currently active. It
Oh, so you-
doesn't open all the rooms.
Oh, so you don't have a breakout room button anymore? Is that
I
the
don't
tip-
have the breakout room menu.
Okay.
I only
you-
have the breakout room that I'm actively in.
So go there and see if you can switch from there.
So let me see. Okay, hang on. I'm going to join in the.
Now I'm going to create a broadcast all message because I can. I don't have settings options. And so I'm going to say, hi, Annie. Okay.
Once
She's already done.
when you activate it, I
Yeah.
don't get the menu. I only get the one that I'm actively in. But
Right.
once I join back in,
Yeah.
and then I get back to the main menu or the main screen,
Yeah.
I get the menu back.
Oh, okay. So
You
it's
see what I'm
just
saying?
your initial place is set, but then you have the menu afterwards.
Right, I can get back to the menu afterward.
If I have these settings on. Okay, well that's good to know. So for mine, I have these different screens, and right now I have my breakout rooms menu has broadcast message to all and close all rooms. Those are the only 2 buttons I have. Now, if I close all the rooms, I then have the 4 buttons, settings or options, as the guy mentioned, because it's that gear, you know. So it's and then it doesn't look like it did on that video. And then I have recreate, which basically means that I get to start over again, and then add a room, which is what I did before. And let me see if I add a room, if you can go to that other room and then open all rooms. And so I didn't realize that there was I was seeing different things here.
Right,
So right now I have the option of opening all rooms, whereas before I only had the option,
Right.
I had the option of closing the room and then talking to people. And
Right.
so when I was asking you questions before, it might've been while I had all the rooms closed.
right.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a room. So room 3 is there. I'm open all rooms, and you should probably have access to room 3 now too.
Right. When you open all rooms, so be careful how you close it, because when you close it and open it, especially, it only activates the active one I'm in. So you may want to open all rooms again. So I see the menu at the bottom.
And there's no way for me to unassign you. So like I can assign you to a different room, but one of the things that I had before was that I had there were the 2 rooms at the time,
Right.
and then there was up above that unassigned, and that's where you were floating around. Does that make sense? So
I don't, right. That's, yeah.
So I'll show you. I'm going to recreate the rooms. I'm going to recreate 2 breakout rooms. So I'm going to recreate, and then I have it clicked on let participants choose the room. And what I see here is I see room 1 and 2. Oh, and now when I've got created, now I'm going to open. I open all the rooms. You are in this section called unassigned, and then I see room 1 and I see room 2. So now you should probably have the button at the bottom, right?
Yeah, the button's back at the bottom.
Yeah.
Right, so if
So-
I'm unassigned, I see room 1 and room 2, and I'm not assigned to either one of them.
Right. So if I did assign you, and I took the time to assign you, and I'm thinking it now for 1 million cups, if Lisa assigns us beforehand, we have one option, we have to go somewhere. But she doesn't have to even do that anymore.
She doesn't even have to do that. She
Right.
just opens up all the room and we can pick and choose.
Yeah. And she can name the rooms beforehand. And if she wants to assign someone like the host, like the speaker that day, you know,
Right,
she'll assign that person so that they know where they should go.
right, exactly, right.
But
She doesn't
everybody,
even have to do that. So if there's like 100 people in the meeting,
yeah,
she just lists all the rooms. You guys pick and choose wherever you want to go.
yeah, it's great.
I think that's a good thing. That takes it
Yeah.
off of her hands,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, and I sent her that video I was showing you earlier. I sent her that after this meeting that we just had, this last million cups, because I was like, it shouldn't be this hard.
Exactly, exactly. Right?
And so when I
You
saw that
shouldn't
video, I
be
was like,
sitting there assigning everybody. I mean, if there's 100 of us, that's a lot to do for her.
yeah,
For heaven's sakes.
yeah. So that should
Yeah.
make it easier for her. It'll make it happier for us because we like to have our, we're entrepreneurs for goodness sakes.
We're all over 10 years old, for Pete's sakes. We shouldn't have to rely on her.
Yeah, we like to figure out how to get around. So I'm glad Zoom added this. And it's going to take a while for people to understand how it all works together. But
Yeah, just go there yourself. Go and pick
Yeah.
your own room.
Yeah. Do you want to watch more of that video just to kind of see how it goes?
Well, was that on YouTube? You send me
Yeah.
the link and I'll watch it.
Okay. Let me do that.
It seems pretty straightforward to me, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I like this feature. I would much rather just go there myself,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
the fact that I could switch back and forth is awesome. Especially, I mean,
Yeah,
that one week I really wanted to go between the 2 rooms, the AR, the VR, and something else, I really wanted to go back and forth.
Yeah, I'll forward you the message I sent her. So Annie, Core Communications. send that.
Core community, don't forget, core community.
For community. It's good. I like that you're clarifying that, especially when we're live. Because it's a big thing, and it gives you a chance to reiterate it. That's one of the things I like about this is that I give people a chance to work on their business skills in sort of a low,
Yep,
their communication, especially online. And so maybe that's something too, because that one page I have for my intro, because one of the things I'm doing is, so let me go back to, okay, well, actually, before I do that, I want to close that page. The kicker is, make sure you don't have your email open on the page, right?
right, exactly.
So that's what I was doing there. But on here, I added this page about 3 weeks ago, because it's like, I'm not reiterating what this is for, how it's about, like how it's supposed to work. And there's certain things that I'm realizing I want. One is like, I want people to feel like they can attend at a whim, because some people start thinking that they need to attend, like if they don't attend, they need to apologize or something.
Right,
And it's like, well, no, I want you to come.
but it's not
but I
required, it's
don't
not
want people to
mandatory.
come. Right. But if too many people come continuously, right, then the group gets too big and you don't have time to like actually converse or
One-on-one.
get to know different people.
Yeah,
You just
absolutely.
it becomes, that's what 1 Million Cups is for, right? That's, you get a big broad group of people, and if you figure out how to reach out to them in breakout rooms, especially now, then you can do that.
Right.
But this
Exactly.
is more like, I kind of get to direct one space. But who knows, maybe if it gets big enough, or maybe if I changed up the model, it would invite more people, and then we could do breakout rooms too. And now I'm actually interested in doing breakout rooms because of that option, that we
Right.
now have.
Yeah, that's a nice option to have, especially when we get, when we kind of go off in a tangent. Because sometimes people tend to go off in a tangent and it needs a side discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if we've got, a number of people here, I could just open up breakout rooms from the beginning and, kind of like, oh, here's this thing. And then like, if you want to, you can take out this way, but.
Right. You can have a separate discussion on something more in depth, because you do. Sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
especially when things need to be a little bit more taken to the side.
Yeah.
And there are
Maybe
times when you need that, for sure.
I wonder here. I don't know if I want to. I also like want to keep this simple, so it's not a bunch of things. But I wonder about and use breakout rooms.
Yeah, use breakout rooms, because sometimes you need it. To be quite honest with you, Adam, I've seen that.
And so I wonder about that.
Right, because even Hispano Chamber, right? There's certain topics that Hispano Chamber can be taken off to the side, right? I mean, I'm even the PMBOK, when we talked about the project management, that's a topic in and of itself that can be taken offline.
Yeah, but there's also that, for me, the key thing is also having that main room too, where like that there's some consistency of like the conversation happening. So I don't know, I'm interested in trying this out of like having I can open up breakout rooms right from the beginning, and kind of see how that plays around. So
right, because especially when you're talking about organizing things, right? Maybe even, Lisa being on the financial side, maybe there's a financial piece, there's a project management piece, there's a Hispano Chamber, and how can we leverage that? There's different pieces, right, that can be expanded on.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think I'm curious to try that out, and this is all about me testing out this, me and allowing others to test out this medium and continue to connect during these funky times. So it's appropriate. We'll come to the time we're going to do the ask then. We're going to go ahead and scroll down to that. So here we are. Also, let me know if how well things worked, if like I challenged you and you got to challenge me, that kind of thing. So I like to hear about that. And next week, we are going to do
what are we doing next week?
Are wants more important than needs? So we'll talk about how we figure out what we're going to do in our business and whether we should be using the Eisenhower squares or if that might be misleading. So go ahead and so my big ask is come on back, invite others, and give me feedback about how this is going, and what's your ask?
My ask is, how do I deal with when things go off in a tangent a little bit?
Yeah.
That's always my ask, right? I mean, at this point, I'm trying to figure out how I can take my project to the next step. Right now, I'm just dealing with trying to get through the National Science Foundation. That's where I'm at right now, is really trying to wrap it up and trying to get it to the home run.
Yeah. So how
And
to
then
wrap
after
up.
that, I'm really going to try and get the more investors and trying to get more funding. And I think my next challenge is trying to leverage the Hispano Chamber to get more investors in.
Yeah.
That's-
Wow, that's cool.
Right? Because that's my next move, is trying to get more investors.
Yeah.
Once I get through the National Science Foundation, my next move will be more investors in the funding part.
And how close are you to end on that?
Well, right now we're kind of trying to finish up the proposal and then trying to submit it. That's where we're at. And then in parallel with that, I'm also trying to get through the Valencia County, because we were approved for the zoning in Valencia County. So at this point, we're past the zoning, and now we've got to get to the next steps with that.
Yeah.
So I'm juggling National Science Foundation capital seed funding, and then the next steps with Valencia County and the 30 acres. So
Wow.
I'm juggling both of them at the same time in parallel. So it's
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not. I'm trying to be careful and really take it to the home run with the $1.5 million. If I
Yeah.
can get through that, I think the rest will follow.
Well, I think it's pretty cool. I'm glad you tune in and give us updates on how it's going. So.
And at the same time, I'm still juggling my other investments and my other source of income. Because
Yeah.
I have other sources of income and investments. So
you got a list of stuff going on, and that's
Yeah.
how you're joyfully sparking ROI, right?
well, sometimes it's about making, whatever I can make, as far as income goes, to support myself. So I'm making do with what I got,
Well, keep the sparks flowing.
I mean,
Thank
compared to where I was, I've come a long way in a year's time,
Yeah. Oh, with the core
with everything that I'm
community
doing. Remember how far I've come? I mean, last year
Oh, yeah.
where I was compared to now.
I do. Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Adam. Later.
You too. All right. Can I stop this thing from here? So right now, I feel like I have to stop share, stop video, mute, rename, edit profile picture. I have to go out of this, I think, in order to. Oh no, I hover over screen sharing thing. I go to more, end meeting. That's where it does. Okay.